Yes boys, what's going on? Welcome to the latest video. Today's topic is the ultimate fat loss tool. But before we get started, I feel like it's important you know the origin story behind how I found it and how it came to be. So, let us begin. So there I was one day, looking through progress pictures. I realised the bulk had gotten out of hand and I had gotten fat. It had gone way too far. I paced as I called a coach with years of experience and knowledge, vast beyond my own. Sadly, the price he wanted to give me guidance and knowledge was vastly beyond what I could ever afford.
1,200? I'll get back to you on that one tomorrow, mate. I'll give you a ring tomorrow. I'll sort out something. Alright, bye.
And so, my journey to find the ultimate fat loss tool began. I hit the streets hoping to find the answer, the magical pill, the formula to transform my blubber-filled body into that of a shredded centurion. I knew that the journey would be long and extremely dangerous, but I was determined. There was no way I could fail. I searched the streets of Cheltenham frantically as I heard whispers that the answer was here, right under my nose. My journey took me through treacherous terrain where friends who joined me on my search almost fell victim on this epic quest. Sadly though, I couldn't find the answers I was looking for. However, I could smell the taste of sweet, sweet victory as I pushed closer and closer to finding the ultimate fat loss tool. I realised I couldn't do this alone. I needed help, and there was only one man who knew these streets better than I. His name? Barry Siggs, and I needed him now more than ever. Barry, it's me. I need you again. It's time to get the team back together. He sent me coordinates for where we could meet, leading me down the dingy back alleys of Cheltenham where this illustrious private detective thrived. We hit the streets with our noses firmly to the ground, with my newfound hope to find the answer to what had become my biggest desire. We searched far and wide, hoping the answer was truly out there. The library had closed its doors, hearing of a hunt for knowledge. And so, we took our search to the dark depths of Swan Lake. Alas, even the depths of the lake couldn't provide us with answers. Insanity had begun to creep in as we cracked the cold monster. Full of frustration and under the pressure of this journey, I cracked. All was lost, or so it seemed. With the last sip of my monster, it hit me. I knew where to look. I know where the answers were hidden. So me and Barry rushed to the car and hit the road. We had realised there were ancient markings etched on the gravestones of Cheltenham's mob bosses. We cross-referenced these ancient markings with criminal activity on a map, which had revealed the true location of the ultimate fat loss tool. We were finally at the end of our journey. What were we going to find? What was this magical answer? The suspense was killing us. As we walked down the steps into the darkest dungeon that we'd ever come across, our hearts were pounding. We had finally found the answer. So here we have it, boys, the accountability board, the ultimate fat loss tool that I've been utilising over the last 7 weeks to cut weight and get lean. It's been quite effective. I've been able to track my progress, see where I'm making mistakes. Week 2 and 3, there was a weight gain. So I was a bit of a moron, and as I said in a previous video, I binged on a lot of Domino's that weekend. Yes, most of it was probably water and glycogen, but seeing that weight made me check myself, made me introduce the goal, be more consistent. My action, no more cheat days. Now utilising this and being able to see where I may be going wrong. So for example, week 2 and 3 where I put on that weight, from having this to keep me accountable has made me able to analyse and kind of stay on track week in, week out, which the key to weight loss is consistency and accountability. Now I think people should implement something that keeps them accountable, whether it be a coach, something like this, the cheat man's method as I call it, just to keep them accountable. You could use a normal black notebook, small kind of A5 notebook, which I was doing, but I found that it was too easy to ignore kind of my consistency and being accountable to myself, which is why I introduced this. I'm now working from home, so I have this on display in front of me, whether I'm working from here or on the sofa. I make sure it's in clear line of sight to keep me on check. When I get those cravings for snacks, it helps me, makes me realise that I don't need it, and I've got a specific goal that I'm working towards, and that would negatively impact what I was doing. Now the truth is, if you're on a fad diet, yeah, you will lose weight in those initial 8 weeks, maybe 10 pounds, which is great. But those fad diets don't, unless you continue in them all throughout after your weight loss, you have nothing to keep you accountable then. You have nothing in place that when you come off that fad diet, that you will maintain your weight. If you go back to eating shit, you're going to put that weight back on. So you can use something like this to keep you on track with what you're eating. Maybe you're just tracking calories using MyFitnessPal, which I do if I fancy a day where I don't want to eat chicken and rice, because sometimes I do get bored of that, even though people who know me think I just eat that. So it allows some flexibility in diet, as long as you're tracking what you're eating and you're still losing weight, or if you're using it to build muscle, if you're gaining a pound a week, you know you're on the right track, or half a pound a week as well. Slow bulk, lean bulk. So the point of this video is be accountable. Be accountable for what you're doing on your fitness journey, for your weight loss, for any goal you might have. Just have that accountability, whether it be hiring a coach, using the cheat method like I did, but have something there that keeps you on track, that reminds you daily, weekly, that your goal, and what you're striding towards. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Give it a like, give it a share, subscribe. Thanks for watching.